actually today start sitting on our hips, if you will, just for a moment. Perfect. And we just take a moment now to land, to bring ourselves into the here and now. Bring ourselves into this present moment. Starting to visualize ourselves as a beautiful light, sparkling light. And taking a look now as well within the mind, how the sparkling lights of us three are shining. So these three dots being connected in different parts of the world, but shining and spreading the love and the beautiful energy that we are creating at this point. Feeling connected, embracing this beautiful love, this beautiful energy, and landing today on this lovely Friday, 8th of November 2024, sharing this moment together to take care of our internal well-being, our physical well-being, our emotions, our mental well-being, our energy, and our souls. On the next inhalation, we're going to take a moment to start moving a little bit the shoulders, rolling the shoulders backwards. And slowly, slowly, we're going to start inhaling, bringing the arms all the way up into the sky, bringing the palms together, looking out gently, letting go of any tension on the neck. And exhaling, bringing the palms right in front of the forehead, taking a stop there to connect with our higher self, our clarity of vision, the guidance that we have and that connects us with the consciousness and the information that is always available for us. Inhaling deeply. Exhaling, bringing the hands on the chest, maybe giving a little massage in the center of the chest, connecting us to our hearts and the love that is right there inside of our hearts. Smile, draw attention to the intention that you have for today's session. And from here, gently letting go of the hands, we're going to bring the hips now to one side, so kind of like sitting one butt cheek to one side. And we're going to inhale and allow the arm of that same side to reach to the opposite. The other hand can just stay there gently, inhaling deeply. And when we exhale, we're going to try and even open up the chest, greater towards the sky. Inhale, exhale, lengthen the arm, beautiful. On the next inhale, lengthening the arm, bringing the hips back to center. Inhaling, bringing the hand up, both together, beautiful. And at this point, before we change to the other side, we're going to sit in our heels. So I'm going to show you just like that. We're going to take a seat into our heels. So flexing the toes just for a moment. Exhaling, bringing the hands to the sides. Lovely. And now from here, inhaling, bringing the arms up. And opening up to one side. Twisting from the belly button, looking backwards. Over the back shoulder. Inhaling, bringing the arms up. Just for a moment, exhaling. And letting go, down, looking away and back, over the back shoulder, beautiful. And one more time, inhale. And at this point, letting go of the toes, sitting. And gently letting go of the hands. Now our bottom is going to start twisting to the side that we didn't do before. Just letting go, inhale, and exhale, lengthening the arm to the opposite direction, looking upwards, opening the chest, and using the breath to open up the chest. Inhale, exhale, and even opening up a little bit more. On each exhalation, connecting with our Ujjayi breath, so exhaling through both nostrils as well. Out from there, gently inhale, bringing ourselves back up, inhaling, sitting back one more time on our heels. Exhale, release those arms, beautiful. And at this point, we're gonna inhale and we're gonna start lifting the hips up. Inhale up, big, big, big. I'll do it on the side so you can see. And at this point, exhale, release, letting go of the toes. And now we're gonna sit back and lengthen the arms forward. You can do it, sideways or to the front, beautiful. Lengthening the arms forward, making sure that the chest is connected to the thighs, letting go of tension on the neck. And you're gonna start swaying a little bit the hips side to side. And from there, inhaling deeply, coming to neutral, and now we're gonna again let go of the hips to one side and start walking the hands to the opposite side into this half beautiful moon. Lengthening the whole side of the body, now in a different angle as we did before. And from there, very gently, walking the hands forward, trying to reach far, all the way forward, beautiful. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. And once we have reached the center, we're gonna let the hips drop to the opposite side and walk the hands to the opposite. And now we're gonna make that beautiful semicircle in the other direction. Letting go of tension in the neck and noticing the lengthening sensation on the side of the body. And from here, very gently, coming back to neutral, keep lengthening forward. And at this point, starting to roll the torso all the way until we find ourselves into an all fours. So coming into neutral, making sure the spine is straight. You can tuck the toes under if you wish, or just let them loose as you wish. We're gonna start with some cat-cow. So we're gonna inhale, arching the belly button into the mat. And on the exhalation, we're gonna round the spine all the way up into the sky. Wonderful. Making sure that it feels nice, that it feels yummy. Giving that beautiful massage to the spine. Exhale, rounding the spine. Very good. So keep noticing each vertebra expanding, moving, releasing any tension. Fabulous. And from here, coming back to neutral, we're going to start making circles in one direction with our hips, connecting with that amazing power, the powerhouse that we've got in our hips, starting to move, mobilize, and letting go of tension as well, reaching the four corners, forward, side, back, and the other side. And whenever we're ready, we're going to change the direction, activating the core as well, making sure the shoulders are over the wrists. And make sure that it feels yummy, that it feels nice. And now slowly, gently, you can let go of the toes if you had them tucked under. And now we're going to start making big circles in one direction, trying to reach far. Moving the shoulders, the wrists, reaching far with the hips, beautiful. In one direction, in the other direction. You're doing so well. Doing this at your own pace, drawing the attention inwards. We're doing this together, but the important thing is to make sure that whatever we're doing, that is the right thing for us today. And next time we finish, at this point we're gonna open the knees and we're gonna bring the big toes together and sit back into an open, wide leg child's pose. Lengthening, bringing the lower back as back to sit over the heels and lengthening, trying to reach far forward with the hands. So lengthening properly every single vertebrae. Very good. Okay, fantastic. And from there, slowly, slowly, slowly. Okay, let's take one more breath here. Fantastic. You can release the forehead, or you can just bring the chin into the mat, whichever way is easier or better for you. And now from here, gently, slowly, start rolling, 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 rolling the spine. And now from here, we're gonna keep going, keep going, keep going. And we're gonna allow ourselves to drop the hips. And we're gonna finish off into a high upward dog. So lifting the knees, lifting the hips. Inhale, exhale, bending the knees and sitting back. So rolling all the way back. We're gonna do this 2 more times. Inhale, rounding the spine all the way forward up until we lift the knees, dropping the hips, and we only press against the mat with the hands and the top of the feet, and bending the knees and sitting back. Very good. We're gonna do this 1 more time. If this feels too much for the lower back, let me know and I will give you a variation, okay? Rounding the spine, round, 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 up until a point that the shoulders reach the level of the wrists, and then we just lift hips and knees. Very good. And bending the knees, sitting back gently, and reaching back. Fantastic. Well done. Now slowly coming back to all fours. Now making sure that the alignment is there, shoulders over the wrists, hips over the knees. We're going to start tucking the toes underneath. And now from here start lifting the hips into our first downward dog. We're going to start walking the heels up and down, making sure that the tailbone is up into the sky. The spine is straight, so make sure that we're not rounding the spine is lengthened. And the tailbone is up into the sky, okay? If we need to bend the knees, we will do that. And let's just try and reach down into the mat with the heels. Keep bending the knees, keep moving the hips side to side. And keep breathing, making sure that you are coupling the movement with your breath. Nice and deep breaths. Inhaling and exhaling through the nose. And now from there, as we keep bending the knees, we're going to start lengthening, lengthening, lengthening all the way forward, holding your plank for a moment. This is the only activation that we will be doing today. Active abdomen, bending the knees, arching the spine, and at this point we're going to bend the elbows very close to the torso, coming down into Ashtanga Namaskar. 8-point contact. Our chin, hands, chest, knees, and our feet. And from here, inhale, lengthening the spine, elbows close to the torso, very good. Lengthening the legs fully, exhale, release. Pressing with the hands against the mat, inhale, bending the knees, tucking the toes under, and lifting the hips 1 more time, downward dog. At this point, let's try and see if we can get even deeper into the stretch. And from there, slowly swaying all the way forward. We're going to do this 2 more times. Holding your plank. And from here, bending the knees, arching the spine gently. That's it. Bringing the knees down into the ground. So making sure that you're down. Beautiful. And now from there, bending the elbows and very close to the torso. Just bringing the chest down. Inhale, swaying the torso forward. Baby cobra. Exhale, release. Chest down. Inhale, pressing with the hands against the mat. Bending the knees. Tucking the toes under. Last time, coming up. We're going to stay here now for a couple of breaths. Let's make sure that we ground ourselves as much as possible into the mat. And now we're going to bring ourselves into a deep lengthening sensation on the side of the body, twisting from the belly button. So now we're going to take one hand, and this hand is going to touch the outside of the opposite leg. And we're going to try and look for the ankle. If that is too far, then just pick whichever side on the outside of that leg. And what we're going to do, we're going to try and look underneath the armpit that is lengthened. So it's quite a deep twist. Very good. Looking underneath the armpit. In your case, Eva, right armpit, beautiful. In your case, left armpit. Irene, muy bien. We're going to take a nice inhale. Exhale. One more time, inhale. Exhale. And slowly bringing the hand back. Rolling, 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 rolling the torso. Plank, bending the knees. All the way down into the mat. Bending the elbows. Inhale. Exhale, release. Inhale, pressing with the hands against the mat. Bending the knees. Coming back down, downward facing dog. Grounding the heels into the mat if we can. And we're just going to take it to the other side. So making sure that both hips are aligned. We're not moving the hips. We're just taking the arm, whichever place feels right. And we're going to start looking underneath the armpit. And it's very, very important not to move the hips, okay? We're not compromising the hips. So the hips are still aligned. If I need to just touch my thigh, that's fine. Whichever place is right for me, that is perfect. Nice inhale. Exhale. Inhale deeply. Exhale. And letting go of that hand. Fantastic. Bending the knees. Bringing ourselves down. And at this point, keeping alignment, hips and knees, we're just going to take the arms forward into our puppy pose. So letting go of an intention on the lower back. Making sure that we keep the alignment with the hips and the knees. Straight line. And we can bring, that's it, very good, Irene. And we can just bring the chest into the ground or the forehead as we will. And very gently, slowly, we're going to start bringing the chest forward, bringing the hips down, and we're going to get straight away into a sphinx. So the elbows and the shoulders are aligned, the legs are lengthened, and we give this release on the lower back and the stretch on the abdominals. Opening wide those fingertips, making sure that we're grasping the ground with the hands, with the fingers. Releasing tension on the jaw, the cheeks, the forehead. Inhale deeply. On the next exhale, we're gonna let it go. And just bring ourselves down. Make a little pillow with your hands, and we're gonna take a rest here just for a moment. So stay here just for a couple of breaths. Noticing the lengthening sensation on the spine, the relaxation on the legs. Remind yourself of that intention. bring yourself back to the now, to yourself. Gratitude for being here together. And now I'm gonna give you a quite of a cool stretch. We're gonna actually bring the elbows at the level of the shoulder on both arms. You can actually take a look now if you want to, if you need to. And what we're gonna do from here, so as we actually have this both 90 degrees, we're gonna lift one leg, yeah, and we're gonna try and reach towards the opposite side. And then the arm that is free can just like point the fingertips into the mat, and we're gonna try and lengthen them. And this is gonna be a really great stretch on the shoulder as well as the lower back. And it's really, really important to do it gently, okay? If it hurts at some point, then we'll stop. So then from there, as we are, making sure that the elbow is bent, so the hands are into 90 degrees. Eva, on this one, on the right arm, we bend it like that. That's it. Yes, perfect. So bend like that, and then we start lifting, and then we lift the hip, and we bring the knee up. That's it, very good, Irene. That's it. I'm pointing with the toes down into the ground. Very good. And the hand that is free, so in both cases, the left hand can be actually pointed towards the mat, just with the fingertips. And then it actually helps a little bit more to twist more, open more with the chest. Very good. We're gonna take here just a couple of breaths. Lifting the knee. Exhale. One more breath. Exhale, release, come back. And let it go. Take a moment to come back to yourself. Releasing torso. Beautiful. You're doing fantastic, both of you. And we're gonna repeat it now on the other side. So we're gonna bring that baseline, having the elbows into 90 degrees. Whenever we're ready, the other leg is gonna start coming up, pointing up with the toes. Coming closer. And then touching with the toes, the floor. And then the arm that is free and forward can be placed on the mat. And the fingertips press down so we can open a little bit more. Making sure that we're gentle with the shoulder. We're opening gently. And it feels nice. Doing so well. Exhale. One more breath, inhale. Exhale, release. Let it go, let it go, let it go. And at this point, both arms are going to be lengthened down, palms facing up. And just let go on the forehead, down. And from here, gently bringing the hands close to the chest. Inhale, bending the knees. Raising the torso. And at this point, tucking the toes under, we're going to come back into a downward dog. Now from here, we're going to start tackling our hips. And what we're going to do, we're going to get into a pigeon. So we're going to bring the right leg, can be lengthened up if you want to. You don't need to, but it would be nice to just open up a little bit. And now from there, we're going to bend the knee. We're going to bring it close to the chest. And stepping forward, and now from there we're going to start walking the foot into the inside, trying to make a straight line with the front of the leg and bringing the knee down. If this is too much, then we're going to bring the heel to the hip. Okay, so we're going to get into that pigeon, and the back foot can be the toes pressed or relaxed, it's up to you. And once you have your position, if you have the ankle close to your pelvis, the foot needs to be flexed, okay, to protect the knee. So whichever option you choose, we're gonna inhale deeply there. Exhale, letting go of the torso. Inhale one more time. exhale, release, letting go of the shoulders. Inhale up. On the next one, we're gonna stay here, making space and holding space for whatever is arising, letting off any tension on the gluteus medius, that area of ourselves, making sure that both hips are facing down. Very good. We should be feeling the lengthening sensation on the gluteus medius. We as women especially tend to store a lot of tension on this area. So every once in a while it's just lovely to give ourselves a space to let go and release. And now if you can, just give yourself a couple of beautiful, positive words. What is it that you would like to tell to your inner self? What is it that you're proud of? What is it that you would deserve to hear from your own voice today? And very gently, without any rush, we're going to start waking up, bringing the torso up. We're going to tuck the back toes under, and I'm going to ask you now to press with the outside of the foot into the mat, and we're going to get very deep into the IT band. We're going to lift the hips, and we're going to bring the left hand, or whichever one you have, like the same one as the foot, to the inside. Okay, so bringing the opposite hand inside, opposite hand to the leg, and now from here we're going to try and open up the opposite arm up. If this is too much, you don't need to do so. You can just bring both hands down. But what I'm trying to get here is a very nice deepening sensation of the IT band. So we're going to try and stretch the side of the leg. And if this is too much, you can just bring yourself down and do this just a couple of times. Inhale and exhale. Without the need of lifting the arm. So if lifting the arm is too much, then we're just going to repeat this a couple of times. That would be enough. Inhale here, choose your variation. And slowly and gently coming back, bending the knee and taking a step back into your downward dog. Releasing the leg, maybe walking the heels up and down. Very good, very, very good. And whenever you're ready, we're going to start lifting the left leg up into the sky, three-leg dog. You can open up the hips if you will, do whatever you feel like you need. And whenever you're ready, bending the knee, bringing it close to the chest, and just placing the foot to the option that is right for you today. Bending the back knee, placing it down into the ground, releasing the back toes, and just finding that pigeon. Very good. And making sure that if the foot is close to the pelvis, that the ankle is flexed into 90 degrees. And from here, inhaling deeply, and exhaling, let it go of the torso. Inhale, bringing the torso up. Exhale, release. Inhale up. And the last one, release. So we're going to stay here for a couple of breaths. Beautiful. Releasing tension. hips. I forgot to tell you at this point. And notice how the tension is melting from this area. And again, giving yourself a couple of words or sentences that you need to hear today. And giving thanks to your body for having let you stay here. We're gonna tuck the toes at the back, starting to lift the torso, bringing the hands into the mat, and just keeping that front foot into the ground. We're gonna bring the opposite hand into the center, lifting up. If we can, we're gonna lengthen the opposite arm up. If this is too much, you may just want to start coming down and up for a couple of breaths. If you bend, inhale. On the exhalation, we lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Especially when we've been sitting for a long time, or if we've been doing a lot of dancing or hiking. This is an amazing way to let go of any tension in the IT band. So from there, Eva, what we're gonna try and do is to bring the right arm to the inside. So from where you are, yes, right arm inside, cross it over, that's it. And now lengthen that leg, that's it, lengthen up, inhale, on the exhalation we lengthen, beautiful. And from there, if you can, just bear your mind, yeah? Like you're gonna start lifting your left hand up. So it's like that crossover, beautiful. Very nice and controlled. A ver, Irene, ahí lo tienes. And then what we can do, we can bend the knee and then come back up. Can you feel it, ladies, there? Yeah, very good. And then exhale, release. Bending the knee and stepping back into our downward dog. Fantastic. Taking ourselves into a plank all the way forward. Bending the knees, bending the elbows, arching the spine. Inhale, little flow, exhale, release. And at this point, pressing with the hands against the mat. And we're going to bring ourselves now into a seated. And slowly, slowly, we're going to start bringing ourselves into a laying down position. So activating the core, and vertebrae by vertebrae, coming all the way down. Very good, fantastic. And now from here, we're going to give you two choices, so like two options. You can either just leave your legs and stay here, and allow gravity to do the work and just release tension, or we can actually start lifting the knees into the chest, lifting the hips up, holding onto the hips with our hands, and start lengthening the legs up into our shoulder stand, making sure that the face is not moving to the sides, so we're really careful with the neck. If this is painful ever, then let me know and I'll give you a variation. But this could also be very beneficial to lengthen the muscles of the neck. And this works directly into our thyroid gland, activating as well our whole metabolism, as well as releasing toxins from the abdomen, the stomach. And we can start playing a little bit with the legs if we wanted. Maybe opening the legs to the sides, or maybe one forward, the other one back. Up to you. Or just staying with both legs lifted up. Making sure the elbows are really close to the torso. And once we are ready, we're going to bend the knees, bringing them close to the face, and lengthen the legs into the back, into a plow. I don't have a space to lengthen the legs. You can also bend the knees to the sides of the head and bring the palms to touch your ears, over and inside. When you have had enough, we're going to start releasing the lower back. Vertebrae by vertebrae. Keeping the knees bent. Bringing, that's it, beautiful. Bringing slowly, slowly the legs down. We're going to bring the hands underneath the bottom. Lengthening the legs. We're going to get into a fish. So pressing with the elbows against the mat, we're going to lift the neck, and you can actually place the top of the head into the mat, lifting the chest. Inhale, exhale, opening the lips gently to let go of any tension. Making sure the elbows are close to the torso, beautiful. And from there, slowly, gently letting go of the elbows, the neck. Bringing the knees into the chest. Giving yourself a big hug. Inhale. Exhale. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen the whole body. Inhale. Exhale, make it vocal. One more time, inhale. Exhale. Beautiful. And now slowly lifting the knees, hugging yourself, lifting the feet up, and holding on to the sides of the feet into our baby, happy baby. We can hold on to the feet, or we can hold on to the back of the knees. Up to you. Very good. And we're going to start rolling a little bit side to side if we want to, or just stay still. Whatever you feel like doing, that is perfect. And slowly bringing both feet together, opening the knees to the sides, and bringing the legs down into our Supta Baddha Konasana, reclining butterfly pose. One hand on the chest, the other hand on the belly. Lengthening the spine. Drawing attention back into ourselves. Checking in. How is it that we're feeling right now compared to the beginning of the session? Keep practicing your Ujjayi breath, oceanic breath, inhaling deeply through the nose. Expanding the belly as we inhale, drawing the air all the way into the hips. And when we exhale, we let the air come out from the chest, ribs, belly. Inhale, bringing the air all the way into the hips, expanding the belly, the chest. And when we exhale, we let go of the air from the chest, the belly, the hips. And slowly, slowly from here, lengthening the legs, lengthening the arms to the sides. So we're going to take a couple of moments here into our Savasana. Inhale deeply, exhale. Reminding yourself that today is a beautiful day of opportunity. I am exactly where I need to be. I open myself to the universe and I trust in the unfolding of my life. Slowly we're going to start moving the fingers, the toes. Maybe giving a big stretch on the upper body. Moving the knees side to side or whatever you need to fully wake up. And at your own pace, without any rush, we're going to roll onto one side, into our fetal position. Give yourself a lovely hug. Connecting yourself with your wonderful inner child that is always there to remind you that you're here to enjoy this beautiful experience, to feel the pleasure and to achieve all those amazing things that you really want. And slowly and gently we're going to start bringing ourselves into a seated. Crossing the legs in front of us, lengthening the spine, inhaling whenever we are ready, bringing the arms up, inhale. It's time now, Eva, we just got 1 minute. Exhale, release. We're gonna bring the neck down, take a stop with the arm, inhale. Exhale, release. Let it go. And inhale, bring the neck back to center. Exhale, the opposite arm into parallel to the mat. Inhale. Exhale, release, letting go of any tension on the side of the body. Beautiful. And one last time, inhale, bringing both arms up. Lengthening the spine, palms together. Exhale, take a stop in front of the forehead. Reconnect with your intuition, with your higher self. Inhale deeply. Exhale, bringing the palms in front of the chest. Take a moment to reconnect back with the love in your heart. And we're going to finish off the session today with a beautiful Om. Singing from the heart, expanding from the heart. Whenever you're ready, inhale. Thank you so much, ladies. Namaste.